Pad, the Juggernaut, DJ Holland in effect. He'll be joining us in a second or two. Like, subscribe, and share. Sorry we're a couple minutes late getting on, but we're here. And thanks to everybody tapping in. Afternoon, everyone. Afternoon. You know what I'm saying? And good evening to those of us who are in the UK. Big shout out to you guys. And we thank you for tapping in every single time. You already know what it is. BlackCultureRadio.com. This is open format. And yes, indeed. We keep it rocking and rolling as always. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. How you guys feeling out there today? How you guys feeling? Hopefully you guys are doing good. And yeah, definitely. When we see you guys in the shout box, we're going to shout you back. There's just no question about that. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we're just glad to be here once again in your graces, and want to thank you guys tremendously for tuning in with us. You know what I'm saying? It's been an interesting time here. We got DJ Holland over there.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yes, indeed. DJ Holland in effect. Yeah, there he goes. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up,
man? We're back in effect once again on open format. And we see the BCR shout box. We're always checking it, and we'll be tapping in with you as the day goes on. But once again, we got another great show for you. And just glad to be here as always. You know what I'm saying? As always. Yeah. How was your weekend, brother? Give me a rundown on how things went.
Oh, this is a slow week, man. Just trying to get through, the regular weekend. But not a whole lot going on in my corner. How about you?
Oh, not much at all, man. Not much. Just had a really quiet evening. Didn't on Sunday, didn't really do much. Saturday I watched the NBA Finals. Big congratulations once again to the New York Knicks, which I know nobody out there thought that they were going to win the title this year, and they did. It was a 53-year drought. It's one of the longest droughts in professional sports, and the Knicks are one of the most recognized, well-loved, liked, what have you, in the professional sports world, and they finally got over the hump once more, and another title back in the city that never sleeps. So big congratulations to the New York Knicks, and on the other side, the San Antonio Spurs, who were their opponent, a young team. I thought that the team did well for their first time in the finals. I expect them to be back there again. I expect them to win at some point. They're just a ticking time bomb waiting to happen, and ready to explode on the league. And big congratulations to them for making it as far as they did with this prototype player, Victor Wembanyama. You guys remember the name, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys are familiar with his name. Victor Wembanyama is the Defensive Player of the Year. He was the Western Conference Finals MVP. Definitely just a great player all the way around. 7'3" and could do so many things on the basketball court. I don't know if you got a chance to watch it, Holland, but the finals were awesome. It was an awesome display of basketball.
No, I didn't get to see. I'm not gonna lie. I not that I don't like the New York Knicks. I just wasn't interested in either one of the two teams. I figured after they won, somebody would say, "Oh, they won," and I'd say, "Oh, that's nice." They're not the Bulls.
Yes, diehard Bulls fan over there, and me personally, I'm a Miami Heat fan myself, and yeah, man, just literally, hey, just in those graces, just showing respect to the champs. I am a big fan of NBA basketball. It's a sport that I've always watched growing up, and
I used to.
It's crazy because I did have favorite players on other teams that weren't necessarily the team that I followed.
Yeah, I've never really. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be more into basketball. Something happened. I don't like. Maybe it's because I don't like Stern.
Maybe so.
That could be it. Or it's not that I have a problem with the owner of the Bulls because I really don't. He's a great baseball owner, so I figure if he's great with baseball, then he's great with basketball.
Do me a favor, bring your camera down a little bit, bro. I can't see you.
We'll go down just a little bit.
Yeah, get in the comfort zone with yourself because you moved and I was like, oh, where'd he go?
Yeah, I didn't feel like standing.
That's all right. Grab a seat.
Yeah, I decided to take a seat.
Hey, it's pretty neat when you can grab a seat.
That's right. So I took a seat.
Right on, man. Right on. Yeah, but I guess the NBA did have its golden era, if you will, and today's game is obviously different.
I've never been a LeBron fan either.
No.
Nah.
Is there a particular reason why?
I think I have a problem with LeBron fans more than I have with LeBron. I think LeBron is your average player. I mean, average player is your, the kind of player that he should be, for his talent.
Okay.
But his fans suck. I don't like his fans.
So maybe it's his fans and not necessarily him.
Yeah. It's just like I don't really hate the Cubs as much as I hate Cubs fans.
Right, because it's kind of hard to hate somebody and you don't even know exactly. know them.
I don't really have a problem with LeBron. I have met a bunch of LeBron fans.
Uh-huh.
And they're out of their mind. There's no... Like, LeBron to me will never be greater than my top three. And my top three is... Michael Jordan, Dr. J, and Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Those are my three top players. And LeBron is somewhere, maybe fourth or fifth. Matter of fact, make it fifth because I also, I got to give Isaiah Thomas his due because I think Isaiah Thomas is also one of the greatest ball players of all times.
Oh, and that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt.
So I mean, I'm not knocking LeBron,
no.
But when I look at the players that LeBron had to play against, LeBron didn't get to play against the stars that we had. Michael Jordan had to play as a rookie against some of the greatest ball players of all times. That's not what LeBron did. LeBron played along with players that played along with him. I can't really think of his era or his class that has that many great players like it does. It doesn't.
Shout out to Lucy and Sally.
oh yeah, Lucy and Sally are agreeing with me in the background. What they're saying about LeBron is he's a punk, and they don't care about him. And from what I remember, he used to dress like a girl sometimes.
Oh wow!
In videos, commercials.
Well,
but so did Larry Johnson. Did I tell you that my daughter Emma met Larry Johnson?
Oh,
she had a couple drinks with him during Game 3.
Oh really?
Yeah, she was hanging out with Larry Johnson
in the finals.
Oh wow! Just having a couple drinks at the bar, chilling, talking to Larry Johnson. Now Larry Johnson to me, LeBron and Larry Johnson are around the same. They're to me are in the same class.
Okay. Same class meaning
that they play around. Their level of greatness was the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
Although LeBron's not going anywhere because his fans won't let him.
They won't. They won't.
They won't let him.
Yeah, we might have to put a mute on old Lucy and Sally. Apologize y'all for the noise, but that's understandable. I personally don't have a problem with LeBron. I don't think it's his fault that he got the way that he got. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of expectations placed on him. He's coming from an area that not really known for bringing basketball greatness. You know what I'm saying? Akron, Ohio is not necessarily the capital. I mean, well, it probably is looked at as a place where basketball players are bred now. But when he came in,
Nah,
it
nobody
wasn't.
was in.
It wasn't, and who knew what his expectations were? And there were a lot of expectations placed on him when he first got into the league.
What do you
So,
got? You took
be
number
it
23?
be it fair or be it unfair, the scrutiny that's been on this man since he's been in the league, in my opinion, sways more to the unfair side. I mean, the man did go back to his hometown and build a school for children in his community.
That's nice. So
That
did
is.
Walter Payton. There are actually
Yeah.
6 Walter Payton schools that have been built. I'm not saying that LeBron is a bad person. I'm saying his fans are.
Oh yeah. We got that clear. His fans are his fans definitely can get a little bit. It's just like any celebrity in this country. And that's why I say it's kind of like unfair when it comes to LeBron, because there's a lot of celebrities in this country that have a fan base. Like we know about the Barbs with Nicki Minaj, and we know about the Beehive with Beyonce, and we got all these cult followings of people. Now, which brings an interesting subject that we could talk about.
I think these cult followings are also based off a generation.
I was about to say, do these cult followings? Do they play a significant role, or do they play a minimal role in what we see in today's society, especially here in America?
Well, I think they might now, because the generations that are, I mean, half of the millennials and all of the Gen Zs are, they feel like it's their time. So since they feel like it's their time, they believe that their people are, the number one, and they're not. Let me say this to you, younger people. When I was your age, we had to sit down, shut up, and listen to what the generations before us said. And I'm telling your generation the same thing. Shut up. Wait your turn, and when we get too old to make decisions, then you can tell the younger generation and the older generation what to do. Other than that, your greatest isn't the greatest. It'll be the greatest when you hit 60, 65, 70. But in your 20s, you're just a child. You don't know any better. Period. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, and that's how life is. I mean, like, if you really think about it, let's be commonsensical. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn as you go. And even if it is a lesson that's unkind to you, you know what I'm saying? You're going to learn something.
Yeah.
And so these are the lessons of life, and sometimes it's about that. It's about life and how people are doing and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like idolizing people, sometimes can backfire, man. It can backfire in a really, really bad way.
In a bad way.
Yeah, in a bad way. You know what I mean?
You don't learn. You don't learn the great lessons of life.
What about getting back to being the champion of ourselves? You know what I'm saying? And recognizing the value that we all possess in ourselves, and try to make things better from that. You know what I mean? Like instead of it coming from the outside, because you can look at these idolizing characters as the outside, and then what's really going on the inside of you. Because if you're not really happy with yourself, you know what I'm saying? How's the world functioning if we're not happy with ourselves? You know what I mean?
Like we wouldn't have great things,
right?
Or great music. Our great music comes from our past. It never comes from the future. The great music builds the future. The great things from the past build the future. Period.
No doubt.
Our present isn't the greatest of all times. That's impossible. It's the present. It can't be the greatest. It can be great, but not the greatest. The greatest comes from things in the past. Period. And it took me forever to figure that out. But I realized that every great song that I love today was built off of some greater song from yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I like the way that you tied that in with music, because, I mean, the universal language. Let's take it a step further. Like, There is no other universal language, is there? I mean, music is one of the main ones. I'm sure there's others, but the main one is music. You know what I'm saying? Music is, you know, recognized and respected at some level everywhere in the world. A
Music
very
is the key to
very
set
small
yourself
place
free.
is a very small amount of places where you hear no music. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, music is the key to set
Even
yourself
even
free.
like for example in the Shaolin Temple, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't mean to cut into, you, but in the Shaolin Temple, they at some point in time have to meditate to some form of music, whether it's coming from their mouth or it's coming from one of those things that gong or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And so yeah, it connects everybody. And it's funny how entertainment and music and all that stuff ties into it itself. Um, I personally think that in America it's been too sensationalized and it's running itself into the ground and it's running its course. People are, for the most part, I think, getting tired of the repetitiveness of what you see out here, and would love to see more of an organic thing take fruition, shape, and form.
I'm not too happy with hip hop these days.
Yeah, well, I think music overall, I'm kind of disappointed, but yeah, I can see what you mean.
It's not. I mean, my generation or our generation, excuse me, we got the best of hip hop.
Yeah,
We got the beginning, the middle, and what seems to be the not the end, but surely not not what it was at the beginning when it was first it was just wordplay and fun,
yeah,
and then it became educational
mm-hmm,
and important,
mm-hmm,
and then it became cultural. It became a whole society. It brought black, white, Asian. It brought people together. But in the last 15 years, with this mumble rap, deep. What in the world are you guys talking about?
yeah.
What happened to the foundation of this music? It's missing. Something's going on with it, and I can't even blame the artists. It's not even their fault. It's the people. It's the people's house whose they were raised in. Your music sounds the way it does because the people that raised you didn't find it very important to have this music that we know to be inspirational. Your Marvin Gaye's, your Michael Jackson's, Otis Redding,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Dizzy Gillespie,
You talking about Dizzy Gillespie?
Dizzy Gillespie,
Yeah.
Louis Armstrong,
Mm-hmm.
Etta James,
Oh man. And the list goes on and
and
on
the
and
list goes on. But I can't name any new artists that have that power. And even the new ones aren't new anymore. Like your Jennifer Hudson's, because Jennifer Hudson belongs up in that Etta James, putting her in the same level. Because let's face it, Jennifer Hudson's her voice is ridiculous, and her music makes sense, but she's got to be in her 40s now, right?
on. I want to say so.
So that doesn't make her a millennial or Gen X or Gen Z. She's a Gen X, which then makes sense to me because we were raised with an iron fist. Because I tell you what, talking back in my house growing up, there was no talking back. And if you did do it, when you came to whatever the last thing you said, you didn't date it. You never did it again.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows in your music. That's my point. Your lack of respect for things of the past shows up in your music. And that's why your music is trash. In my opinion.
Mm.
Just feeling that today. I don't know why.
Okay. Yeah, man. I think that think it's important that we go over these things. Sometimes we're talking about any topic, so once we get on a topic, discussing it is what it's all about, and I think it makes us better because not talking about it is, I think, kind of the reason why society gets a little bitter. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but I got this rule: it's a bitter versus better approach.
I don't hear it. I don't hear that in your music.
No.
I hear. You know what I hear in your music?
What's that?
I hear the past.
Mm-hmm.
I could hear it had a foundation of something that makes sense.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Not all your artists have the best lyrics, but your music is there. They have the opportunity to have the right music. If they were to put the right lyrics with, there's no reason why that they shouldn't be soaring because the foundation is there. They just need to pull the right lyrics to match your beats because your beats are ridiculous.
And that's what it really is. It's a match. It's an alignment. It's those things, man. It's those things. I really think that you hit it spot on. If we can have some alignment and cohesiveness in those areas with this music, I also feel like, shoot, man, it can transfer over into life. You know what I'm saying? How we practice is how we play. How we practice is how we play. And sometimes artists will be on the vibe with me and it'll be felt. And then sometimes it may not be felt as much. But that's the beautiful thing about music as well, is that you have a favorite record. Everybody has a favorite record of some sort. So what may not move one person might move the heck out of somebody else. You know what I mean? And so that's the principle that I like about music the most, is that you can always find somebody to connect to with your music. You don't have to stay regulated to just one type of music. You can like a bunch of music. Grace and Hearn Hill from Macy. Big shout out to Grace in Hearn Hill from Macy. You already know, this is open format. This is JPad the Juggernaut, and that brother right there is...
I'm DJ Holland, what's up?
Yeah, you already know what it is. This is, our half hour of power where we, do some powwowing, and then, of course, we're going to play some music from the vault of the Juggernaut and the catalog, with artists that I work with as Holland said, you know what I'm saying? I definitely am a guy that's involved heavy in the music game. I've been a musician for a very, very long time. I mean, I picked up an instrument probably when I was like in the 3rd grade, something like that. Was listening to records before then and had an affection for listening to records before then. And so, I've always been around music as far as I can remember. And so, doing these things is what I do. So a half hour, we run some of the latest of JPad the Juggernaut stash of production. Sometimes it's beats. That's why this is open format. Holland will tell you, like this is what we do. We go off of impulse. Like we'll pick up a subject. Like I think about a week ago, we started talking about a subject, and that was that tailored the mix for the day.
Oh yeah, it did. It went into Kanye.
Yeah, it went right into him. And so, yeah. And so that's what we do around here. We will be getting into those things. And then for the last hour of our set, DJ Holland's going to come in and he's going to do exactly that. Get in this open format vibe and let's have a nice little hour-long party on the way home there in the UK. What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling? And peace to everybody here in the U.S. that's on the East Coast and the West Coast and the Midwest. Dirty South, what up, though? You already know what it is. And all the people that are tapping into Black Culture Radio around the world. You know what I'm saying? We are definitely happy that you're here with us. You know what I'm saying? Every single Tuesday, 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time, 5 to 7 in the UK, and on your way home. You know what I'm saying? Like you're tapped in with the guys here. tapped in with the guys. But without further ado, DJ Holland, I think it's time to rock and roll. Why don't you cue me up the JPad mix, and let's see if we can get some flavor going here, man, for you guys. Make sure you liking, subscribing, and sharing. If you're on our Twitch, YouTube, Facebook account, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to make it happen just like that, you know what I'm saying? And get it going. One time for the one time. Let's make it happen, DJ Holland. Bars for days, bars for days.